life, we've got a wonderful assembly planned for you. It involves skits and presentations and a good lot of interaction. So we'll begin with the 3 skits that we're going to present to you today. The first skit is based on the situation of a little girl who's just going to school every morning. Scene 1, at home.
Actually, wait, I'm taking your box. Where are you going? In your water bottle? What about your homework? Have you done it?
Yes, Mom, I need
Take your
go.
bag. I'm really late for school. Bye. Please make sure that she reaches the bus properly, okay? Bye.
I like that skirt of yours.
Thank you. Uncle, where are the chocolates?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Now what do you have for me?
What I do every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll give you 3 chocolates.
3 chocolates? Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Scene 2, the other day.
Ashmi, your tiffin. Your breakfast, have you done it?
Yeah,
Properly?
I ate.
Homework?
Yeah, I finished it. Okay, I'm ready.
Bye.
Actually, let me drop you down.
Okay,
So how's everything going in school?
good. Papa, where's the lift, Uncle?
You must have gone to fix the what is this thing called? Fix the electricity.
Why only today?
Why are you asking?
Because you were supposed to give me 3 chocolates.
Why?
He gives me 3 chocolates and I lift up my skirt.
You do what?
I lift up my skirt.
Ashwi, no, this is just not happening. We need to talk to your mom about this.
No, but I have to go to school.
Not today, we need to talk to your mom.
No, but I have to go to school.
Ashwi, no.
So this is scene 1 at home.
Mom!
She's calling.
Dad! What happened to me?
My stomach hole.
I told you not to go out and eat with your
I
friends.
just ate a little pasta.
And the medicine I gave you isn't working.
No.
Do you not feel any better?
I think we should take you to the doctor. Is it pain too much?
Yeah, it really hurts.
Okay, let's go to the doctor.
Okay, so this is scene 2 at the doctor's.
Good morning. Actually, my child is really admiral, so we will check with the doctor.
Yeah, I'll just check it, please.
Come in.
There's a patient waiting outside. Should I get them in?
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, doctor. I just wanted you to do some checkup of my daughter. She's been having stomachache since yesterday.
And I
She
gave
went
her
out.
some medicine, but I don't think it's working.
And she's been crying a lot. So if you could just give her some injection, make her feel much better.
Okay, I'll check her. In the meanwhile, can you please wait outside?
Thank you.
Is this hurting?
No, it's a little high over.
It's hurting?
No, not down there.
This is part of the stomach.
No, doctor. Mom! Dad!
What happened?
What happened, Auntie?
I checked her. It is minor food poisoning. I've also given her a few medicines and I've also given her an injection. So do visit me after 3 days.
Oh, Mom, I don't want to go back.
Let's go
Don't
home
worry.
for now. Let's go home for now.
It's just injection.
So this is scene 3 where they're back at home.
Could we eat something? We haven't eaten anything since the injection.
No,
Is the injection hurting?
no.
It's okay with me. I think if you go to sleep, I've given you medicine.
But Mom, the doctor.
Okay, you need some rest. Go to sleep. It's the
But
injection.
Daddy touched me.
Don't worry, it's just the injection.
Yeah, go to sleep. We will come here after a couple of hours. Eat and go to sleep. Okay, the
Calm
medicine
down.
will work.
Calm down.
Urmi, what happened? Why are you crying? We went to the doctor. And what happened over there? He touched me. How will he know what's wrong with you if he doesn't? You don't get it. He touched me down there. Down there? Did you go and tell Mom and Dad about it? They aren't listening to me. No one listens. Okay, don't worry. Stop crying. Eat something and go to sleep. I'll talk to Mom and Dad as soon as possible, okay? out of these dirty clothes, okay?
Yes, Mom. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Nitish. How are you?
Hi, Auntie. I'm doing good.
Yes. I really want it.
What is it, Auntie?
Well, it's something just for you.
Oh,
You can have it.
okay.
Good morning. So you've heard about our skits, you've seen them, and you've also answered a few questions regarding them. And now we'd like to come to what a good touch and bad touch actually is. So what do you think this picture shows?
Brother playfully putting his arm around his brother's family.
And do you think this is wrong in any way? No? Okay. So a good touch.
Okay, so a good touch is when you feel comfortable and safe around someone. So you wouldn't feel uncomfortable when your brother hugs you or pats you on the back. And it usually comes from people who you are comfortable with, like parents, grandparents, and sometimes close friends even. So, for example, if your mother's giving you a hug, it's a good touch. Also, when your dad congratulates you for something,
Another good touch.
yeah.
Or when you're like giving a tight kiss to your grandma. So a bad touch is a touch where you don't feel comfortable. It could be from a stranger, which it mostly is. It will make you feel uncomfortable and you yourself will find yourself repelling from that person. As we saw in the previous image, the girl was okay with it because maybe she knew the person, she was comfortable with it. But if it's a stranger, even if it's just another relative who you don't find comfortable touching you anywhere, your face, for example, that can feel uncomfortable. And for example, you're taking a photo with your best friend, like another selfie, and your friend moves the hand down all the way from the arm. Won't you feel goosebumps? Won't you feel a little annoyed and in fact very uncomfortable? And that is a bad touch. Even when you're shaking hands, that is normal, but that little movement from the thumb, won't you feel a little uncomfortable and feel that this is not right and you'd want to get your hand away? And it's completely normal.
So who can you trust? Generally, you should trust immediate family such as your mom, dad, brother, sister, or sometimes even a close friend that you can confide in.
Why is it important to say it? What mistake could we be making if we stay silent?
If you stay silent, first of all, that treatment is going to continue with you. Second of all, or even other girls around your age, the man, if you don't report him, or that woman, he will go around or she will go around continuing doing these things and you won't know and no one will ever know about it. And you need to speak up.
Okay, and it's not just girls, okay? It also happens to guys.
Yes.
In fact, 49% of the cases in India are with guys, not with girls.
So don't feel ashamed at all.
And it's that 2% difference that doesn't really matter because you have to see that whether it's a guy or a girl, you need to take care of the situation. You need to tell someone.
Can I make a point? You guys have done a fantastic job. It's something you said that worries me a little, that I want these guys to know. Oftentimes, if I'm not mistaken, oftentimes it isn't a stranger.
Yes.
You know, oftentimes it's someone that the kids think they know and trust.
Which is what
Okay,
you
so that's important to know too, that it isn't someone lurking in the shadows waiting to get you usually. It's usually like a tuition teacher or an auntie or an uncle or somebody that you know who's close to you.
As we saw in the first
So it's not necessarily the person, it's the touch.
Another thing that you also need to keep in mind is that many a times it makes more sense to inform an adult rather than a best friend, because if your best friend is of your age, may not be able to come up with any solution to the issue, so it makes more sense to inform an adult about it.
And your friend, very good point, might react the same way as you by not saying something or telling you to be quiet.
And one last thing is that even what Urvi said earlier, many a times there are a lot of threats involved. Like, if you keep quiet, then if you tell this to another, I will continue, or there will be consequences. As Urvi said, these are usually empty threats. And you need to be a risk taker, you need to have the courage to just go and inform.
I have sort of a question, like, for instance, like people like bully you and all. That time is it like physically bully you? That time is it a good?
Yes, but if you're in a situation where you feel uncomfortable, that's the determining factor. If something's going on and you're not uncomfortable, that's it, right? Because I can give Mr. Raphael a hug because we're friends, right? But that might not be appropriate with someone else. That might make someone else feel uncomfortable, right? So if you feel uncomfortable, then it's not a good touch.
But even if one response is not possible, the other is, right? If phone is not an option, you can scream for help.
And definitely you're not going to be left alone in the house. You'll have your maid or you have somebody guarding you at the house, like a servant or somebody, right? But you're not going to be left.
But what if this is a person you trust and it's a violent threat that's being made to you? You're getting a threat that your mom's heart will break, you're getting hurt by that person, then what would you do?
Yes, you can call the child line.
Very good. The best thing to do is call someone who's not involved in the situation, who doesn't know you as well. A third person who can give you help, such as the police, such as the justice system, because this is a crime.
I have a question for all of you guys. Just raise your hand. Who thinks that it's important to discuss these things in the school and in the family? These experiences that you're having with your classmates and with your teachers are also part of school, guys. This is not, we don't come to school just to learn stuff, facts, numbers, and history and all those crazy languages. We also come to learn about how to be better people. And if these kind of interactions give us the opportunity to help others and to help our family, many times our families need to hear this information so that they can get engaged, then we should also value these moments.
Raise your hand if you laughed, if you thought that something was too, if you thought that something we shouldn't have said, that maybe you're shying away from, if you feel that.
Guys, is it awkward or funny?
Awkward.
Okay, awkward.
Okay, we have another last question.
Can I
have 1 second? Have any of y'all discussed this with your parents ever?
No.
Yes. Can you raise hands, people who discussed it?
Who have discussed it, okay?
She's not asking if it happened to you. She's asking if you talked about it.
Okay, so yeah. So that everybody who hasn't discussed this, do you all think there's a need to discuss this with your parents?
Yes.
Like not if it happens to someone, but just as a general thing, that what to do and what I should do and what I shouldn't do.
Yes. Yes.
And do you think that you guys should be aware about this in schools? Do you think that we should be, we should be discussing it with teachers, we should be discussing it with other students so you know what's going on?
Yes.
And not only this school, there are many schools where they don't discuss this at